Hello and welcome to this edition of the Angels and Destiny show. Why is this show called this, you may ask? So I'll tell you. The accepted meaning of angel is messenger, and the accepted meaning of destiny is to make, firm, establish. So my guests and I bring you messages to establish what you need to know in the present. And also, I like working with angels and the calmness they bring. Now, in a moment, I will introduce you to my wonderful guest, Sophie Fox. But before that, I'd like to say thank you so much for watching the show live or at a later date, as it means a lot to me to connect with like-minded women. Now, if you've never met before, then my name is Ray, and I love to help women to crossroads in their life, heal their past, create their future, and transform their present, so they can take charge of their destiny in the here and now. I'm the founder of Radiant Angel Energy, and I use future life progression, past life regression, angelic Reiki, meditation, angel cards, oracle cards, and hypnosis to help women who feel lost get clear on their reason for being here. And I've also created a transformational journey to help you take charge of your destiny and a journey through the lifetimes. Now, each episode of the show covers various themes of your journey, a mini guided meditation or angel card reading with the wisdom of my wonderful guests, like today's guest, Sophie Fox, who'll be talking about Guided by Angels, a journey through life with the Archangels. Now, Sophie is a certified angel guide, past life regression and future life progression practitioner, angelic Reiki master, Indian head masseur, numerologist, creator of scented healing mist, and founder of Angelic Energies. Sophie's biggest passion is to remind you that you are not alone, that you have a whole support team around you that want to lift you up and help you live life above and beyond your dreams. With this in mind, she recently released her book, Guided by Angels, A Journey Through Life with the Archangels, that will help support you with practical day-to-day issues and uplift you in times of struggle. This is the ultimate spiritual toolbox packed with examples and different perspectives to lift us up to be the very best version of ourselves. With testimonials from her work such as, wow, thank you so much for my treatment the other day. You created a relaxing environment in my own home and worked your magic. Soothing music and all the little extras just added to a superb treatment. I'm already looking forward to the next one. Thank you. And thank you, Sophie, for my treatment and card reading. Your healing hands took away the arthritis pain in one session. Also, I had an amazing night's sleep. Thank you again. So without further delay, hello, Sophie, and welcome to the Angels and Destiny show. How are you today?
Oh, thank you, Ray, and thank you so much for having me. I feel very privileged to be here. I'm very grateful to you. Thank you.
Brilliant. So before we get into this fascinating conversation, I want to remind you that you can also ask questions, leave comments and thoughts, as both Sophie and I want you to be part of this conversation. So please don't be shy and don't forget to share this if you think it will be of assistance to other people. So Sophie, why don't you tell us more about yourself and how the Archangels can help us through our journey in life?
Yeah, well, can you see?
Yeah.
Guided by Angels, yeah. As you rightly said, I consider it an amazing toolbox of tricks to overcome the many difficulties that we're all going through now more than ever. I think this book is needed. You know, I think it's quite fitting that it comes out at a time like this when we're in the middle of this pandemic, and a lot of people, you know, even those that have faith that might be losing it or it's waning at the moment with all the struggles that we're going through. And I'm sure each and every one of us has had to confront issues, you know, across the board of instability and insecurity and feelings of isolation and separation. And really, there is nothing more powerful to help us through this than the angels. They are our connection, you know, to our truth, really. And I think about angels, it's not so much of a question of learning about them. It's more a question of really remembering about them. Because I think really in our hearts, you know, we feel that we intuitively know that love is real. And they're there to inspire us to remember that, unconditional, pure love is our true essence, and to help us connect us back into that. So yeah, the book is really. I wanted it to be a very practical book, reflecting day-to-day issues that we're all going through and we can all overcome. I didn't want it just to be, like another angel book, and it's just be all theories. It's really quite down to earth, and it tackles a lot of difficult issues. And my hope is that it will give people resilience, and emotional intelligence as well. Just understanding really what they're going through, and help working through issues, as I say, on a practical level. And yeah, my biggest passion really is to invite people, to ask that people invite angels into their life in every given moment, not just in the times when you're struggling. It's a bit like, you wouldn't wait until your house is burning down until you saw smoke before you rang the fire brigade, would you?
Yeah.
You don't need to wait till there's an emergency to ask for help. They're never too busy to help you. You are their sole purpose, and a lot of people don't realize that. They have feelings of unworthiness for whatever reason, that they don't want to take the angel's time, but you really are their sole purpose, and they're just waiting for you to ask, because we are born into this world with being blessed with free will, and that's the thing. We have to remember to ask for that help. And it's always been one of my favorite sayings that if you don't ask, you don't get. And I've always been a bit cheeky. So yeah, and it's really just encouraging people to reach out and know that, yeah, they have this amazing, wonderful support team around them, just waiting to help.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So how did you get in? How did angels first come to you? How did you first connect with them? Because I really can't remember how, because the angels just kind of like, they just came in. There was no specific moment for me. It's just like it feels like they've been with me forever, but I didn't really notice them until later in life.
Yeah. Well, yes, I can relate to that, and I think my awareness really started many years ago, watching people do, funnily enough, angel cards on YouTube, and it just brought such a comfort. And the peace that they emanated, it was really just the highlight of my week, watching those shows. And since being a young child myself, I have always been very sensitive to the energy around me, and I think that has predisposed me to be aware that there is more to life than what we can just see. And actually, I went on as an adult to attune to Asui Reiki, but I actually got my master's in Angelic Reiki, and from there, that really just opened up the world of angels to me, having that attunement. And and then I actually became a follower of Kyle Gray, who's the UK #1 angel expert. So I've been training with him now for a few years, and have now become a certified angel guide, card reader, and yeah. So yeah, it's been a wonderful journey. It has.
And how did you get into future life progression?
with Annie Schush. Oh,
Yeah,
I love her. Isn't she? She's just
she,
amazing.
she is amazing. She's been a guest on my show twice already.
Yeah, yeah. A wonderful woman. I actually got into future life progression because I loved her books so much. Her first book, Cosmic Energy, which I highly recommend to anyone.
It's a good book.
It's a really amazing book. It's one of my all-time favorite books, and I just loved her style of writing. It was just so easy to read and humorous, and I really, really connected with that book. And I I did her course to learn future life progression purely because I wanted to meet her because I loved her books so much. And again, that opened up another world to me. And the power of future life progression. Oh my goodness.
I know.
It's life changing, absolutely life changing, and the results I've had with it, just so transformational. And it's one of the things that, I love doing with a passion, because it will just take somebody that is, full of doubt and fear and uncertainty, and they come out of it just elated and beaming, and what, I know what I'm going to do with my life, and
Yeah,
yeah, so excited to live it. And yeah, it's
yeah.
really powerful stuff.
Yeah, it is really powerful stuff. So you've got all these modalities, for a better word,
Yeah.
to use. So how do they all combine? How did they come together to create your business, really?
Well, I offer the Future Life Progression and Angel Guide sessions online via Zoom. So that's really quite nice because it's something I can do from home. Um, and usually, when we're not under restrictions of movement, I'm going around mind, body, spirit fairs, promoting the Future Life Progression and the Angel Guide sessions, but also selling the scented healing mists that I make as well. That's a really big part of my business, and now I shall be including the book as well.
Yes, yes.
Um,
So how did you what made you decide to write the book, or was it angelic guidance, or was it just synchronicities, or something that's always been in the back of your mind?
Well, I think the start of it was through the healing sprays, actually, um, because I create, they're like aura sprays for space clearing and cleansing your aura, and they come with a little booklet with information about each archangel and affirmations as well. Um, but I really wanted to be able to expand on that. That just kind of sparked my interest of knowing the specialities that each archangel can offer us. But yeah, so it was through that, really wanting to expand on being able to share that knowledge with people. And then, so the book actually came about over the last couple of years. Every month I've been doing an angel guide sessions. No, sorry, angel guide gatherings. So yeah, I pick a different topic each month, and it was vast and varied. Everything from attracting the perfect partner, overcoming anxiety, manifesting, you name it, And each month, we'd discuss this with the group, and we'd do beautiful guided meditations and angel cards, of course, and eat cake, because you have to eat
Yeah,
cake.
of course.
That's my excuse.
You're gonna have cake.
Yeah, so really the book came about as a collaboration of a couple of years worth of these gatherings, really. Yeah, yeah.
So what sort of guidance, can the archangels help us with on a daily basis?
Oh, Oh,
So,
it
so
really.
if I was to go into the book, and could I just pick any page, or would I have to look for a specific archangel, a specific issue?
Yeah, I mean, it really just depends what you're going through. If there was a certain, um, scenario that you are struggling with, you know, have a look through and pinpoint that, certainly. If you're just wanting general guidance, um, I've started doing this actually, just and not just my book, but all books. Just if I've got a question, and this is just tapping into your intuition now, into you're opening up your third eye, but and trusting that the guidance that's going to come through is going to be right, and it always is. It's amazing. It's just like using the angel cards. They're always spot on, aren't they? So yeah, you can do the same with the book. You just ask your question, focus yourself, ground yourself, open it up at a page, and look at that page, see where your eye is drawn to, and your answer will be there. It's amazing. Um, yeah, but angel cards, I have to say, they are my number one favorite way of getting guidance from the angels. Yeah, I just love them.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
um,
I love angel or oracle cards
mm,
as well, because they can give you so much clarity and focus on
and
your everyday life.
yeah,
So
and people.
how many archangels have you got are you working with in the book?
In the book, I have just gone with 16 of the most well-known ones. I mean, there are millions, billions of angels out
I
there,
know.
but it is a pretty thick book, and I could have been writing it forever, to be honest. But so no, we just stuck to 16.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, with the angelic Reiki attunements and that, when you have the attunement with all the what was it 30 odd
Yeah,
um archangels, and that's is only a small minority
yeah,
of them there. And I like the way that you said earlier, and it's something that a lot of people do if they're going to talk to angels, is they do it if they've got something happening in their life, and it's
mm,
kind of like, oh, can you help me? Whereas, talking to your angels. I mean, I speak to my angels every day,
yeah,
morning, evening, mundane conversations.
yeah.
I
And
can have
also, as
conversations.
well, little signs as well that just help me. Um, Say, like, if I see an ambulance whizzing by, I'll always say, may the angels be with you. And say if I'm in pain, you know, um, I'll ask Archangel Raphael for healing. If this is the beauty of kind of knowing a little bit more about what each angel specializes in, because then you can tap into that one archangel, and it's much more powerful. I think it's like the same if you're in a group of people and you say, "Oh, can somebody help me?" Do this. You might get a response, but if you asked one particular individual, it's going to be much more likely, isn't it, and much quicker. So yeah. So, for example, if I'm running late, I'll say, Archangel Metatron, can you freeze time for me? you know, it's just nice to have these little tips up your sleeve. It makes life
Yeah,
a little bit easier.
yeah,
Mm,
and they always work.
mm, mm, yeah, it's and the joy and the peace that they've given me. It's just, it's been. You can't put it into words. And that's really what I want to share with people, and really what I want people to be able to feel as well. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's powerful stuff.
So with the archangels, and they help us through our journey in life. Um, if someone was to have a specific issue, but they can't remember which archangel it is, can they just call
No,
on any
yeah,
archangel?
it doesn't matter. Yeah, just ask the angels. Full stop. Yeah. Yeah, you'll still get a response. They'll still hear you and be there for you. Yeah.
Yeah. So in the book, how do people connect to the archangels?
Well, throughout the book, you'll find meditation. And actually, as an extra special treat, I've recorded those meditations. So when you have the book, you're able to go onto a private page on my website, and you can listen to them on audio as well. And I think, yeah, if I was to give people advice on how best to connect to your angels, that would be my number one: meditation. Meditation. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we like guided meditations. We like cards and we like guided meditations. And okay, I'm going to put you on the spot here
Oh gosh.
because I do things like this. How about doing us a very quick 5-minute guided meditation to connect with an angel or an archangel, or just angels or archangels in general?
Okay. That's fine. I haven't got any music prepared.
To be quite truthful, music sometimes distorts anyway. So I think those watching are normally in a quietish space anyway, and if they're watching the replay, they can always put on some music. So let's just go with the words.
Okay. I'm going to just have a quick flick through. Let's do the Healing the Heart meditation.
Yeah, I like the sound of that one. Yep.
Okay. So with your eyes closed, just place one hand on top of the other straight over your heart. And your heart is located right under your sternum in the center of your chest. So breathing in, just become aware of the energy of your heart. And your heart has its own energetic signature, along with every other organ in your body. And you can learn to recognize this, just as you would with a loved one, by how it makes you feel. So right now, recognize this unique energy of your heart. And start to contemplate that your heart has its own individual being. And connect now with it and feel the special energy that it has. Now imagine that it is living, breathing being that has its own personality. And this is a being that you can always rely upon, one that you know always has your best interests in mind, like your North Star, always guiding you to what is true. Now, ask yourself, what does your heart want? What does your heart dislike? How does your heart feel? Does your heart feel appreciated and loved? Or does it feel ignored and undervalued? Just take some time now to be with your heart, exactly as it is, right here and now, without you needing it to be any different. And you intuitively know how to communicate with your heart, and there is no right or wrong way. It is part of you, constantly working hard to ensure your survival. So now, take a few minutes to get to know your heart a bit better. Just begin by asking 4 very important questions. What makes you unhappy? What do you need me to do differently? And if you could have one wish, what would it be? And what do you have to tell me? And you will receive the answers on an intuitive level. Either you will hear the answers, or you will see them in your mind's eye, or you know the answers as they will pop up in your consciousness. Just take a few minutes to reflect on the concerns your heart has expressed to you. Acknowledge in your mind's eye that you value its perspective, its wants and needs. And give your heart the reassurance it needs that it wishes and its wishes to be expressed will be fulfilled. And keep in mind that this is not something that can be accomplished in one go. It might, for example, be a lifetime of change that your heart wants you to make, or a lifestyle change. So once you feel that you have reached a place of understanding with your heart, take some time to express gratitude to your heart for its particular purpose of working so hard to keep you alive. And visualize now that the gratitude and love are flowing into your heart. Imagine that this energy has been soaked up by the heart and then pumped through the rest of the body. Imagine that love diffusing through all the capillaries, blood vessels, arteries and veins into every other organ. The heart is carrying the love there throughout the totality of your being. Imagine that love soaking into each organ and every tiny little cell. Just before you're ready to come back into the room, if you feel ready, make a promise to your heart that you will always be available to talk. Promise that you will fulfill its wishes, that you agree with its perspective, because you acknowledge the fact that it represents the truth of your being. And now, take 4 deep breaths, inhaling the oxygen completely into your lungs and allowing the oxygen to exit your lungs completely. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. And one more time. Inhale and exhale. And now you can wiggle your toes, wiggle your fingers, come back into this room and open your eyes.
Oh, that was wonderful. Thank you.
Yeah.
That was absolutely lovely. And whilst everyone's getting themselves back into the room, if you feel you want to share your experience, leave any comments or ask any questions, then please feel free to do that, and we will answer those for you. That was really lovely and relaxing. I feel so chilled out, and my heart's just going boom, 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 boom.
Well, I think, do you know what? I think that's one of the secrets to communicating with the angels is actually learning to listen to yourself, you know? And the more we can be aware of what is needed for ourselves. The more we can be aware of the angels around us. How often do we stop and take time to tune into ourselves? Very rarely, most of us. There's always something to do, to-do list to tick off, and it's important actually just to make that time to check in and get on track.
Exactly. Yeah, we don't do that quite often for ourselves. So as an extra treat, not only have we had a guided meditation by Sophie, but she's also going to pull an angel card for us, and I'm also going to pull an oracle card, and we'll see what guidance they want to give everyone who's watching this show. As usual, when I do my cards, it's for what we all need to know for our highest good at this moment in time. Whoa. And that one decides to jump out on us.
Okay. I got 2 cards.
Cool. I like that.
Okay.
Well, the card that came out that jumped out was discovering truth. You stand in the light of truth.
What deck is this?
This is Sacred Traveler Oracle cards.
It always fascinates me actually what decks people use. Having a huge big basket full of cards myself.
Yes, I've got quite a few, but I tend to use these for the show. So what cards came?
So I'm using the Angel. I can't get used to the camera. Angel Tarot cards, and the first one I got was we go. Here we go. You can see it. King of Water, and it says open your heart and mind to those around you. So the King of Water, he is like the natural counselor, and someone that you can really go to for advice. A very compassionate being, and also indicates charity work as well. Suggests volunteering for charity work. So yeah, if you might be, whoever's listening, that person who is giving trusted advice right now, or you might be receiving it. And then we also have the Ace of Earth, and this is a beautiful card. The inflow of abundance, a promising new business venture, because the Earth, it's all about material security. The water cards are all about emotion. But yeah, the Earth cards, material security. So yeah, you could be starting a new business venture right now, and it's a really brilliant idea if you are. Or just creating something. So it's an exciting time, and also talks about important documents or contracts being signed right now as well. So yeah, 2 beautiful cards.
They are, and with the discovering truth, you stand in the light of truth. It is kind of like
they all marry together.
They all marry absolutely perfectly and together, and that when you stand in the light of truth, you can do all the work you're supposed to, and you can have all that abundance actually coming into your lives. And especially at this moment in time, you said it's pertinent that your book came out. This card came out as well, discovering truth, standing in the light of truth.
Yeah.
So yeah, I see. That's why I like it when I have other people that read cards and that on the show as well, because the cards just always marry up. It's so absolutely amazing. I just love the way that works.
Yeah, and actually, on the back of writing this book, I've been making the most of this downtime with self-isolation, and I've created my own deck of angel cards as well, guided by angel oracle cards. So
Cool.
yeah, so they're being printed as we speak and should be ready in November. But really excited to work with those. That's yeah, yeah.
Oh, that's going to be brilliant.
Yes, it
I
really
always
is.
love it when I know people that are bringing out their own cards. It's like,
Yeah,
oh,
yeah. You'll have to let me have your address. I shall send you some.
yeah, no, definitely. There, yeah. I love seeing all new
Mm.
cards come out. So everyone, be on the lookout for the cards, and I'll post in November when I know they've been released. I'll post a link
Oh, thank you.
so that you can go and check them out.
Thank you.
And obviously the book's been released as well, so you can purchase the book
Yeah.
and have your own daily guidance. So Sophie, do you have any insights or thoughts to leave our viewers?
um, really, just remember that you've got this whole support team around you, please, and don't be afraid to ask for that help. They're always there. They're always listening, and even when you don't think things are working out for you, just trust that the universe really does have you back. And even if you're going through the darkest times right now, it's just the universe's way of shifting you, realigning you, so that you're back on the path for your highest good. And so, yeah, I just really want to encourage people to trust right now if they're struggling. Yeah.
Yeah, beautiful, beautiful. So, everyone, I hope you've enjoyed this and found it insightful, and the words of wisdom Sophie has given you will help you further in your journey. So, Sophie, if people want to connect with you, how do they do that?
Probably the easiest way is to go to my website, angelicenergies.co.uk. And on the bottom of the home screen there is links to all my social media sites. I'm on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn. Yeah, and I think you're going to be kind enough to put some links as well, aren't you, on the bottom?
I am,
Yeah,
yes. I'll put a post so you can just literally click on the links and go and go to them. Save you having to search them out, and you just click and
yeah. Thank you. It's
and go.
appreciated.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
So
No.
everyone, I hope you enjoyed the show. And if you have reached that crossroads in your life and need help finding your destiny and getting clear on your path, then I would love to be that guide for you. Please feel free to reach out and connect with me, and we can arrange a free 20 to 30-minute video call to see how I can help you take charge of your destiny. And of course, if you're looking at getting away and a chance to learn more about yourself, then I am running the 4-day retreat down in Glastonbury in October. So it's a couple of places left, but you need to get in quick for those.
What date is that? Do you know?
That is going in October. That is, she says, got my trusty diary here, the 9th to the 12th.
Is it? Right. I might make a note of that. That sounds amazing.
Oh, it is. We're literally going down to Glastonbury. I know Glastonbury pretty well,
Right.
and we're literally connecting with Mary Magdalene, Saint Germain, possibly Merlin, the dragons, and just going back in time, forwards in time, just really finding out about yourself. And enjoying the time down there and connecting with the energy, which is absolutely beautiful at the moment. Down there. So yeah, please feel free to check that out.
Yeah.
And of course, the Angel Wings membership community is now open. So if anyone's watching this wants a chance to join a community where we work with ascended masters, archangels, and oracle cards to spread your wings and grow, then please check that out. And thank you so much for watching this show. And I'd like to invite you to share this video, as I'm sure there are more women who feel lost and want to get clear on their destiny just like you. And if you're watching this on the YouTube, please subscribe and hit the bell to be notified when the show goes live in the future. And do check out Sophie's links. And if you get a chance to get the book and then the cards, please do to get them. And I look forward to you all joining me again, same time, same place next week. And again, thank you so much, Sophie, for being on the show. It's been absolutely brilliant. And thank you for the guided meditation. It was absolutely wonderful.
Thank you. Oh, absolute pleasure. It was.
Brilliant. So everyone, have a wonderful week, and I'll speak to you all next week. Bye.